What's going on, guys? We finna watch some Wild Blackout 6 gameplay, bro. Like play some zombies. You might play the Warzone. Mike will be off. Mike will be off the party for Warzone. What? What?
Don't worry. Leave it, jump back in whenever you want. You've never been in that game and your buddy's just playing some zombies. He's been playing for a few hours. He's now on round 30. Feel free to jump in and give him a hand. You can choose that round 30 game that you have never been in. Pretty interesting, man. You can have people getting all the way to the boss fight and then getting someone in just to get them the rewards of the Easter egg. Kind of like the feature. I feel like it's going to be really great. The amount of times back in the day that I'd have 3 friends in the middle of an Easter egg quest, I just had to sit there in an Xbox Live party and just talk to them because I couldn't join. But now, that won't happen. I can jump straight to the game and help. Obviously, this week we've seen the rounded perk Melee Macchiato. Let's talk about that very, very quickly. Melee enhancement perk gives you a really punch attack. If you use your dedicated melee attack, which is new to zombies, obviously we've seen this before in previous titles, it will be even crazier as well. Obviously, in previous titles,
Don't pack much this.
melee weapon, but inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies, they thought that would be really cool. So just the melee attack. Let's go around the new ammo. So we have a brand new ammo mod inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies as well called Shadow Ring. It's a crowd controlling the ammo mod, and it deals shadow damage. Shadow damage is a brand new elemental damage type inside of Black Ops as well. And elemental damage type basically means that specific zombies take more damage from specific damage types. It's something that
If I wanted to just go for points, tier 2 wise, I could have just got this.
deals more damage to a mangle or deals more damage to a person. That's the buzz to figure out, and it seems so long as getting enemies added that close to the buzz. But also, with Shadow Rift, there is a brand new effect that can encourage zombies can randomly teleport. Some of the armaments inside of the
Yeah, Zyme can teleport.
Shadow Rift as well. So, like, say, for example, when zombies get teleported, they might teleport and fall straight to the ground and it instantly explodes.
Okay.
Let's talk about our brand new field upgrade inside of the game, which I did play with. I believe I'm the only person that went to this event that actually played with this. I changed it inside of my deck. And this is called the Dark Flare. This also deals shadow damage, and the Dark Flare is a pure damage field upgrade. When you activate it, it will activate a beam and melt all zombies in front of you. You can also concentrate it on a very specific big enemy. In my game, I concentrated on the Mangler, and it was really powerful. One version of this field upgrade can heal players as well. So the stats on Black Ops 4 zombies recognize this and it will deny it. There's also an arm for this as well. Instead of having an energy beam, it will dispense a giant energy ball that moves around, killing all the zombies around for a limited amount of time. In terms of the maps themselves, Treyarch took a lot of feedback from Black Ops 4 and wanted to go inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies with the idea of creating all unique types. So like in Cold War, we did see a lot of multiplayer elements added to these maps. We are not going to get that. The Zombies map is unique and a fun new experience. The maps are also designed to take full advantage of the only new inside of the water. It's very, very difficult to be inside of there. So you don't want to be in the water for too long. Treyarch also wanted to make sure that the map feels alive. There's lots of different random events that can happen inside of the zombies. This is called Living World Events. Basically, you can open a door, walk forward, and you'll see 2 zombies eating a warden, or you might open a door and you'll see a zombie having a fight with a warden, or having a boxing match. This is completely random. There's so many of these that are available, so there'll be a lot that you can discuss with your friends, and your friends might have seen a specific thing that you've not seen, or vice versa. Absolutely, completely random, and you can know when they're going to activate, when you're going to see them, when you're not going to see them. You can choose to intervene. You don't have to. It's just a cool thing that's inside of Zombies. We have 2 new traps inside of Terminus as well. The first new trap that we have inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies is the Tentacle Trap. It's a classic sword trap that's similar to like say the Legend traps in Zombies, the sword trap from the head. Once you activate it, your arms will come down from the vents in the ceiling, and it will grab zombies, breaking them up and breaking them apart. The player can get damaged by this trap, but you can choose to either slide or flop under this to avoid getting hurt. Yes, that's right, you heard me, sliding. There is an argument for PhD flopper that allows you to slide and turn it into PhD slide. The player can also get stuck inside of the
Jump. Bro, there's always a bounty right there. You know how we do it. We do it bounty C over here.
Let's talk about weapon rarity. Weapon rarity is back inside of this. When I was playing, it felt a lot better than Cold War, and it felt like it was tailored a lot easier to the specific rounds instead of it just being completely random and making other weapons. I used a lot of war buys into this Xbox One, and it never felt like it was underpowered while I was playing. And I think we'll finish on power. So power for the map. Is it traditional power system? No, it's not. There are 3 generators inside of the map that you have to power up to get power access to the map before you make your way into the main room of the map. That is an incredible amount of information to take in, and if you are still here, I massively, massively appreciate it. It has been an absolute honor to be sent out to Treyarch to cover this for you, and to have the privilege of playing Black Ops 6 Zombies. Let me tell you this, there's been a lot of years with Zombies where I have felt unsure about how things are going to go, but I am pretty certain Black Ops 6 Zombies is going to be absolutely I absolutely loved my time playing this game, and I cannot wait to play again. But there you go. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you smash that like button right now.
Where are you?
Subscribe to the channel if you are brand new, and I'll see you guys in the next video or the next live stream. Thank you very much for watching, and peace out.
Oh, we are good, bro. Too easy anyway.
Get up to 57% off. The anniversary sale at Slumberland Furniture ends soon. Like this sleek sofa for just $6.98. Sit back and relax in a lazy boy recliner for just $4.99. It's the final days of the huge anniversary sale at Slumberland.
From high school dropout, your own multi-million-dollar company. Your life, your choice.
Find what you're looking for on phone.
Hi guys, Mr. Waffles here. We today are going to be doing a really long breakdown of this massive intel barrage that Call of Duty has just released for Black Ops 6 Zombies. I'm going to be completely frank with you guys and completely transparent. I am not putting this in ideal conditions, as you can tell. And I'm just doing the best that I can right now. This is very difficult for me to sort of make work, and so just bear with the weird conditions and the various things about this that are going to be less, let's say, polished than my content would normally be if I were at home. Sorry, I really wish it could be a little bit more refined, but I'm doing the absolute best that I can. I really assure you. So, let's look at the Intel barrage. This is also going to be very minimally edited, so you don't want to mess up too much. So, extensive comms, direct trade-off zombies, expansive gameplay overview, a detailed look at
SMG.
details on
That gun was not that bad.
Abandoned around 1932. 10 years later, Terminus became a forward US naval base. Mothballed until 1965, the CIA converted it into a top secret outpost used for detection of somebody. Interesting. In 1984, something happened. In 1986, Project Janus took over the island, building a laboratory in the subterranean mining caves. After Peck and Maya break the Requiem crew...
Just 1 hours? Okay.
The cinematic trailer, the intro cutscene, they soon learned this is a bio-research station for Project Janus, and we saw some of the bio-research happening in the gameplay trailer, which I've just done a little reaction to. Your handlers are Peck and Strauss. The richest stories Reba, Ray, Carver, and Maya. The dedicated crew of characters featured throughout Black Ops 6 Zombies' storyline. Interesting. They are the dedicated crew throughout Black Ops 6 Zombies story. So, there's not going to be any crew changes, but then crucially that also means they are not playable characters, or at least they're not sort of like named playable characters. They're not canonically present in Liberty Falls. They're only canonically present in Terminus. That's just an interesting sort of note that this sentence implies. Get ready to play this round-based zombies map at the launch of Black Ops 6, along with the Liberty Falls map. See, it's weird. It's like they're saying this round-based map, and then also this other thing, which is not round-based, is what's being implied, which is Liberty Falls. It's just strange because Liberty Falls is round-based, but the way they're wording it, like the way they're including the word round-based zombies here, it's like they're using the term wrong. Like, it's so strange. Okay. This is kind of giving me Nuketown vibes. So, footage from the incursion at a once quaint West Virginia town. I'm in that area. That's super interesting. It also gives you a the second launch map. See, there's even a round-based zombies map here. What the hell? Seemingly the epicenter of the Dark Ether outbreak, chaos is crawling in Liberty Falls, with much of the local population now succumbing to the results of a second, simultaneous dimension correction. And a couple more Liberty Falls and Con next. Black Ops 6 Zombies is purely focused on creating the finest and most rewarding round-based experience Treyarch has ever made. Okay, it's purely focused on that, so there isn't really another mode. Many of the gameplay systems you'll be reading about will be familiar to most zombie players, while others will find to both the zombies community and allow newer players to easily. At its most basic level, one of the first Black Ops 6 round-based zombies
Marking contract.
Dr. Barrera's field team has failed to check in. Head to their last known location and report.
My team were here to test a phase neutralization device. I hope they're all right.
There is nothing to be done, Fallen. Activate the PMD. Finish their work.
These crystals evolve from dark ether vortices. They infiltrate their surroundings, spreading corruption everywhere.
With the live strike team, you have guests.
Okay, I'm back. I had to answer a phone call. Back to listening to Black Ops 6 content.
That seems like a valid assumption on my part. Delve a little deeper, and you realize your chances of survival are greatly enhanced by adept avoidance of the crowds of wandering corpses as you line up.
That's not even good. Don't worry about nothing.
By managing the main currencies of the game. Essence, salvage. Okay.
Just try to go for the bounty and hope nothing spawns in.
Additional and new routes through a round of zombies involve accessing blocked areas either by unlocking doors or removing obstacles. Both cost essence. Fine.
Oh yeah, go back.
As some areas have multiple
That's why I say I hope nothing spawns in.
This is not as well at the same time. Essence on perks and package weaponry to strengthen yourself against airborne boards. Again, I just don't think that needed to be said, but fine. As your knowledge grows, you'll utilize other gameplay elements to your benefit, creating powerful offensive weapons and studying areas of the map where there's a good amount of maneuvering space when larger, higher round zombie hordes require rounding up and training. It's actually wild to me that they still use training technology.
Hey, what do you mean? Wow, training is always still there.
A little bit more, how would we say, an outcome of 2010. Product of the time, right?
Hey, if we find camping, we find camping.
Like, it wasn't just a train, it was a different kind of train, right? And so the fact that they call it training still is actually kind of surprising to me. I'm surprised that, like, Activision still is cool with that. Hoarding, like, hoard the zombies, that could work. Kiting, that's works as well.
Just be quiet.
I don't
Kiting, really?
personally, but, like, I'm just surprised In Black Ops 6 Zombies, essence takes the form of points you rapidly accrue by slaying zombies. Well, you accrue it less rapidly than you once did because of the new point system. Occasionally, it appears as vials of Dark Eagle essence and sometimes drops from tougher enemies. Use essence in the following ways. Okay, let's see if there's anything new there. To access objective-related devices, so the type of devices that power the stations where your progress, okay, its origins generators. To unlock doors, some allow you to pay for half the unlock.
Wait, did you just say it's origins generators?
Share the essence amount with the team.
You a mess,
First time in Black
Treyarch.
Ops, you can summon a tactical raft for aquatic expeditions, which is also new, by paying a little bit of money. To purchase perks for pirate machines, specifically advised you all via one of the packs. To purchase upgrades, we currently utilize weapons from the pack, tier 1 to 3, that increase weapon potency and ammunition reserves, as well as occasional expensive effects. To purchase ammo from the ammo caches, additional weapon rarity rating from the weapon toolbar, additional armor from armor wall.
Everyone was only on because I forgot to turn off last game.
Costs essence now to get to tier 2 and tier 3. And to purchase a random weapon with a rarity rating from the toolbox and also to start a special trial challenge. The trial challenge is done accessible. And
Go. I don't need none of that.
tactical raft and being able to pay for half a door. And then the rest of it is stuff that we're Oh, and I guess armor changing as well. The other main form, let's just put in 1911. Let's do that. Let's just play it.
You're kidding me here.
That's fine. The other main form of currency is
And they don't have a Symbion circuit.
randomly from
Cancel. No, I'm not doing it.
Now, it's interesting they're specifying it's a green outline here, because we previously also had other forms of salvage that have not had a green outline. I believe they're getting rid of those, so in a quality of life improvement, players now only need to manage one type of salvage, as opposed to collecting both normal and high-grade salvage in Black Ops Cold War. Salvage drops are also now player-specific, so you won't have to worry about teammates picking up your hard-earned salvage before you can. Was that really a problem in Cold War? I don't really remember, but maybe that's because I played a decent amount of the game solo. Or did I? I don't really recall. You can use salvage in several ways. To access the ammo mod and apply a special elemental power. To be clear, actually, just before I read on, that is a good thing. That is absolutely a good thing, but it's player specific. That's good. You can use salvage in four ways. To access an ammo mod and apply a special elemental power to a current weapon via an arsenal machine. So ammo mods are going to require salvage. To upgrade the rarity of your weapon, okay, that's salvage. To go with the specific tactical equipment, lethal equipment, and support equipment at the crafting team, and that's all salvage. Okay, interesting. So, main quest.
No, we're going to Max Holding.
Every zombie's map has a main quest that you're left to your own devices to solve, usually after the route to the backbench machine has been completed. The main quest for Terminus follows a similar pattern, and you're free to fully explore the prison area, ocean, and smaller islands with tactical rafts at your disposal to explore one of the largest ground-based zombies maps ever created. One of the more thrilling aspects of ground-based zombies
Yeah, that's messed up.
a variety of odd, out-of-the-way, map. Sometimes there's nothing to find. Sometimes an audio log, document, or strange artifact offers a clue to further discoveries, and occasionally,
No perk.
objectives is unearthed. By their very nature, Easter eggs are redacted and cannot be discussed, though we can state that veteran Zombies players should expect plenty of side quests to discover as you dig deeper into the secrets of Terminus Island. They do go on a little bit further. While Treyarch is focused on making their main quests for future Black Ops 6 maps more challenging than those found in Black Ops Cold War, that is very important. That is a great sign. The studio is also adding an all-new guided mode to welcome more players into the world of zombies. This mode is planned to release later in the season after each map's launch to protect the sanctity of the traditional Easter egg hunt, where the community puts their heads together to find and complete the main quest and side quests every time a new map launches. In this guided mode, players will receive focused guidance through the main quest with rounds capped to certain stages of the quest progression. All side quests and other Easter eggs will be disabled to ensure experiencing the narrative as the singular priority. If you've ever been curious about jumping into the zombie story with both feet, this is your time. Players who complete a map's main quest will earn equal rewards after their respective map. That's great news, with an extra reward for completing the main quest the old-fashioned way. Players will also earn a limited time calling card for completing the main quest before the launch of the guided mode for that map, and long-time fans will be happy to know they'll have an option to keep playing their match after completing the quest. Okay, so this is absolutely the sort of thing that is worth making a dedicated video on. Like, there is a huge amount of information in that little section that is definitely worth addressing. Just to sort of get to some of the sort of key points here real quick, I think that the addition of guided mode into Zombies is a gamble by Treyarch, and it's basically a gamble to say, if we do this, what we'll be able to do is, sorry.
Oh my gosh. You good? Yeah, man, it's just a decision I gotta make.
True.
And I just don't know what to do, so I was gonna ask if you could pray for me, about it. I don't want to give specifics, because I know you hear from the Lord and everything. But I just wanted you to pray for me. Oh, okay, I could definitely, I'll be praying for you. I'll be praying for you. Can we pray right now? Is that okay? Right now? Yeah, all right. Lord, we just thank you for this young man, Lord. You see what he's seeking you for. Lord, I just pray that you give him direction, that you make it clear, that you make it plain for him right now. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. Thank you, man. Thank you. So what did he say? What you mean, what did he say? The Lord, what did he say? What did he tell you? What should I do? He didn't say nothing. What are you talking about? What you mean? You got to No, he's not about to tell me about every decision that you're supposed to make. You got to think of yourself. I did. That's why I came to you. That's not how the...
That's not how it works in life. Okay, that's how it works. We're going back. Can we
pray right now? Like, is that okay? Right now? Oh, yeah, all right. Lord, we just thank you for this young man, Lord. You see what he's seeking you for. Lord, I just pray that you give him direction, that you make it clear, that you make it plain right now.
Back to Black Ops 6 content.
What we'll be able to do is we will be able to bring in more zombies that we never had before, and that will kind of account for the lost interest that there'll be, and it will surpass the lost interest that there'll be from people that no longer...
I went past the contract. I wish you surpassed it. Come back for it.
I don't think adding a guided mode to zombies is the way to care about zombies. I think that actually just makes it infinitely less interesting as a whole, like on the whole. And I understand that all players do the thing. I don't get me wrong, I'm always going to be in favour of getting more zombies players, but I think that it's kind of giving up on more zombies festivals in order to achieve that goal, and so I'm just skeptical that that's the right idea. Now, I would love to put Treyarch in come along, and in, I don't know, 6 months' time, they will say, yeah, so we tried this whole guided mode thing, and actually smashed it with flying colours, that way we doubled the zombies player base. Until that time, I'm just skeptical that this is the right thing. Apparently is interesting because it's not dumbed down. And I own that, to be honest. However, that's not to be negative, because there's actually a huge amount of really, really positive stuff in this. forever.
Whoa, get out of here with that.
It's so important that Warzone people understand playing the Easter eggs. So in that regard, hell yeah, like I'm so in favor of that. Also, the fact that there's an extra reward for completing it the old-fashioned way instead of guided, that's also good. Just the fact that there's an instant point card for doing it guided, that's also good. So like, I get that they're taking really positive steps to try and smooth things out with guided mode. And I respect that. So like Treyarch, these are all really good things. Like all of these are good. And also you have the option to keep playing your match after the quest. That's also really good. So this paragraph, hella positive. Big thumbs up from me there. The fact that guided mode is also coming after launch instead of at launch is also good. So that's a good thing. So the content is protected. Let's move on to exfil or expire. At some point, even the most hardened, strategically focused zombies players need to extricate themselves from the rebel squads. And once you want to leave the terminus, you can call upon Raptor 1 to locate a landing site where you race to secure it before you're all overwhelmed. After clearing the vicinity, you may then move to see another match. Or continue to explore the island, facing tougher and tougher crowds and ghoulish entities until you succumb to the threats. Either way, your personal best is tracked and logged, so you know when you better do this attempt. Zombie
Hey, it's Angie. This is how Amazon helps you crush laundry day for less. Laundry basket.
The first time in zombies players can sprint, slide, and dive in any direction. Seamlessly chain combat moves to the This is on. And the extra dexterity of this brings to your movement something not too sure. As veteran players can test to using your dexterity crowd and incoming effective on the backwards from a board, diving sideways through a window, automatically maxing I don't like the idea of automatically maxing. Thanks to automatic, excellent, wow. That's crazy. I'm actually really curious to see how that looks in here. Automatic. Try out the ability to switch from first to third person perspective and show you're watching the first time in line-based zombies. Check your settings to change perspectives on the fly at any time during a match. Cool. That's cool to see. Heads-up display. The heads-up display is designed to offer deep, customizable experiences across almost all aspects of the interface. There are far too many options to discuss in this blog. However, highlights Now, interestingly, it's not saying that you keep the Black Ops 3 HUD, it's just saying that you replace things where they were in Black Ops 3. I would love to see a world where we could keep the old HUD in, that'd be sick. The ability to turn off the health bar and zombie hit point damage numbers that appear with each successful impact, full readability options, part of the large-scale unstable nature.
So just epics are not taken because you already got epics in here.
Is present. The ability to select a custom color palette for your interface, and the ability to turn off pack weapon camos from certain local customization. So they've kind of called out things here, which like this first bit.
No.
There's other bits.
Okay.
I'm sort of surprised those are the things that they called out, but maybe these screenshots will show us. So the HUD is supremely customizable, but it's still worth showing the default display, so you can see how and where all the useful information is displayed. Sure, yeah, that's valid. So this is an example of actually the default HUD utilized. So you've got emotes here, I guess. Sprays on the left, points and stuff very similar to
okay, today, Phil.
Side. Just dimmed. Is my laptop not why? What's going on? Is this a reason for me to pause the video, or what does this say? Oh, the laptop is struggling. It's not my one easy. Isn't it easy? Okay, let me just. So there's an actual screenshot. is an example of the same action.
Okay, let's go.
And also, like, who is reading this? Activision. Why? Like,
Who typed this up, first of all?
Are the press reading this? Could you just, like, send me a message and explain why you're explaining the HUD elements? Like, I'm a basic player that's never played COD before, but I would be reading this far into a blog post? Like, I don't get it. Sorry, it's a nitpick, but, like, I'm just always like, what are you doing? It just feels, it makes the zombies community feel like we're not being spoken to, right? You're like eternally speaking to somebody else. I don't get it. Idle hands, saving and stability. Due to a variety of important reasons, including improved visual quality and lower file sizes, an internet connection is required to play Black Ops 6 Zombies. As I mentioned in my whiteboard video 3 months ago or something, this is tragic. This is categorically bad, but this saving feature that they're about to talk about might be a somewhat saving grace. Robust systems have been put into place to maximize the ease of matchmaking and minimize gameplay interruptions, because obviously it's online only. Private matchmaking. New in Black Ops 6 Zombies, players can join another friend's game no matter how far they are through the game. This is great, providing the host has room in the game and their party is in a joinable state. It's been so annoying over the years to have to restart a game because a person has a connection interrupt and they can't join back. So this is fantastic. This is really good. Pausing, saving, and although actually it does probably mean you can cheese stuff. Like, you can probably cheese completions by doing this. Like, I do a solo Easter egg and just invite 3 people in and they get a reward at the end. And if they don't get the reward, having joined the match late, then if you're doing an Easter egg hunt, like, one of you is not going to get the reward. That's kind of unfair. If you disconnect, it's not your fault you disconnected. Curious to see how that goes. Pausing, saving, and recovery. At any point during a game, the following can occur. Pausing. You can elect to pause your solo match to take a quick break. Wow. That's crazy. After a finite amount of time without continuing to play, the game will automatically save the match at the point it was paused. Load the save file to continue. Okay, so pause is in the game, but it's only in solo. Okay, which is not the end of the world, but it's nice to know that we do have a solo pause. It does only specify a quick break, so it's not indefinite. And after that finite amount of time, the game saves, and you have to load the save file. For the first time in Zombies, you can elect to save your solo match at any time, provided you're at full health, aren't downed, dead, or actively engaged in an exfil. Load the save file to continue. So this means you can press start, quit the game, and then you can come back another day and play the rest of your Zombies match, which is nuts. Like, that is crazy. That is truly wild, and like, that's a huge W. That is such an insane feature. So, like, props to Treyarch for developing that, like, for putting the tech together for it. AFK, the game will automatically save, so you won't lose your progress, and then recovery. On the rare occasion that the game servers, your internet, or a combination of the two conspire to prevent your continued enjoyment, and you disconnect, solo players can load your save close to the point in time you disconnected and continue from that point. Squad players have, if you disconnect from a squad match but the host is still active, you can just rejoin and continue the match after a small period of time as speculative. I mean, always online, it is just a real. The fact that I come in and can't play the game, period, sucks ass. If I have a power card, I can't play the game well. I have a power card, I can't play the game anyway. But my internet goes down. My ISP is, like, messing around. There's just no way to...
Max only always glitches out on one of the weapons.
And I want to just boot up an Xbox and have some fun on Zombies. I can't do it. And it sucks. It's just genuinely bad. But the fact that the save state is here means that it's at least bad for fewer reasons. like the number of possible scenarios for why having no offline play is bad is just it's reduced by this. So overall, if the only motivation to build this was because of the fact that it's online only, then I'd say that that's really unfortunate. But if we sort of take this away from the fact that it's online only and we look at it as its own thing in isolation, this is so positive. Like, it's so positive as far as I can tell. So I want to give Traux props for that. I think that's a really cool thing that they've done. Pre-game preparation. Augments, customizing perks and rewards and field upgrades. Augments provide a rich, innovative customization experience, allowing you to invest into research between matches, unlocking augments for every perk and reward and field upgrade in the game. This is the new perk, each perk and reward and field upgrade is a research path accessed in the pre-game menus between matches. Right? Decisions you make during your research allow you to unlock the true power of each item, which take the form of augments. A total of 6 augments per item, 3 major and 3 minor, are yours to uncover. A minor augment offers a limited advantage to the item, usually during use. A major augment offers a substantial advantage to the behavior of the item, usually during use. For the 6 research augments,
I could use a biosample from the healthy troublemaker I just
1
got
minor,
through.
1 major.
Hurry.
Research that benefits your style of play. Experimenting with all the available augments, learning how they interact with other augments for perks and rewards and field upgrades, and also how your fellow teammates are using their preferred setups, provides an incredible depth to the experience. This sounds really cool. I think it sounds like they've taken the Cold War Zombies system and they've basically tweaked it so that now it's less just like permanent buffs that you get all of, and instead it's a little bit more picking and choosing. Obviously it requires some more digging into and diving into, which I'll be doing in subsequent follow-up videos based on what's been seen so far.
You're running up on your
At
target
a super high level,
and this guy
it's
will
pretty
make you
positive.
earn that
I'd say
bounty.
that's pretty damn good. Weapons and loadouts. Neutralizing the frothing Neutralizing the frothing perfect your anti-zombie armaments before the battles begin. Let's get to the battle and find out more about perfecting your pre-game loadouts. Stats and camos. Naturally, each of these loadout elements have zombies-related challenges and badges related to them. The weapons and camos to them. This includes 4
A genetic sample from it could be priceless.
keeping score. There's no need to manually tally on how many zombies each individual weapon has eliminated. This menu keeps the score. With that with your zombie color cost is Black Ops 4 War, as well as a few rules of differences. Primary weapon, fists, and war. Your main method of eliminating undead consists of a primary weapon, your fists, until you find a second weapon in the match, and a dedicated melee weapon, either sharp or blunt, for when the situation gets even messier, as an alternative to a melee strike with the butt of your gun. Primary weapon, choose from the obvious. Melee, choose from the available melee armaments. Okay. I'm down for dedicated melee weapons. I think that's very zombies.
Most
In
of
fact,
your
what's in
hunting
there is like,
is not far from your
that works
position.
great. Weapons can also be purchased machines. Improve the ammo mods, pack punch, zombie builds. Provided just you've saved your custom build and signed it to get accessible attribute by almost exhausted loadout patch. So that means I can set my loadout for a level, and then if I buy the build off the wall, instead of having random attachments that I have to cycle through, I just get the ones I want, which is pretty dope. Field upgrades. Each member of your squad is bringing a piece of specialized equipment known as field upgrades, a powerful device that offers a chargeable and impressive elemental ability. Okay, we get what those are. Let's just scroll down a little bit. At launch, expect to choose a familiar field upgrade and from past Zombies games, including the ones that we've all seen. In addition, expect a brand new field upgrade known as Dark Flare, offering a new and impressive offensive capability. Dark Flare, you generate a massive energy beam that deals lethal shadow damage. The beam penetrates everything in its path. Pretty cool. Field upgrades can get more powerful from small amounts. Field upgrades can be dropped, but the first time in Zombies, you can swap to a different field upgrade at any time during the match by using the in-game menu. Nice. Note that your cooldown will reset upon switching to a different field upgrade. Yeah, that's to be expected. And in some,
Marking contract.
with some promising mass takedowns during previous matches, you begin focusing on researching the Dark Flare field upgrade between matches, and start to unlock the movements, having yet more power and future uses of the field upgrade. Once fully researched, you will find basic movements. Before you start your next match, choose one major and one minor, depending on your specific needs.
Reanimated hostile deleted.
Other movements between matches. We went with these: Heavy Shadow. Zombies impacted by the beam are slow, and Major Augment Shadow Ball. The beam is replaced with a sphere that damages enemies as it travels and it detonates at the end of the duration. Okay, yeah, I mean, I'm really excited for the augment system. I think that build crafting is going to be a thing in Zombies now, so that's sick. I think that's cool. I'm super excited about that.
I have cataloged these creatures. Study them.
Tacticals, lethals, and support.
This would level the playing field.
Open your tac map. Has a bounty on its head.
Concussion, stim shot, smoke,
Hostile call.
okay,
Terminated.
so this is all stuff that you're already familiar with. They really explain how ready? Fire, sticky Mw3 C4 combat accident, turn number 8 blast trap. Okay, I mean, fine, I guess. Some tacticals and lethals are intermittently dropped by zombies to gather around us. Ground loot, a full complement of tacticals and lethals can be constructed at crafting tables. Okay, so that's just not telling us that much that's new. You can now craft self revives, RCXDs, sentry turrets, and mutant injections. That costs salvage, and the mutant injection is what turns you into a mangler, crucially, so that's exciting. One of the support items you can craft is the mutant injection, which
You are
allows you
about
to
to meet
transform
one of
into
Hugo's
a
most wanted.
cabinet as a mangler. Once you inject yourself with serum, you grow an additional 3 feet tall and become clad in plated armor and can throw your weight around with a vicious range mangler cannon attack and a zombie killing bargain inventory once received. It's just like but they're not consumed. And then if you crash and you jump back onto the game, before you consumed it,
I'm still do weapons first.
Rares include shields up, armor is twice as strong for 3 minutes, killjoy spawns an insta, epic use free fire, fire weapons consumes no ammo for the next 60 seconds, soda fountain, next perk purchased gives an additional random perk. There's legendaries like Phoenix Up, revive all teammates and they keep their perks, and multiple clearance, revives cost 10 essence. Damn, the fact that they cost 10 is actually really important. Ultra Gold which gives the player all perks obviously, and the Wonder Bar, where the next gun from the mystery box will be a wonder weapon. And
Sucks I got Xville. If I can do any other challenges. There we go.
Machines.
If they can't keep their gear locked down, then it's fair game.
Mr. Peaks is only too happy to provide you with an in-game confectionery machine from which
I think that's the next game. Nah.
interact with it.
Take it for this game.
No, don't.
Because you gotta kill 300 zombies to allow turn them to dead wire.
Machine that cools down on a timer will be immediately reset to
You gotta kill, it's not gonna count.
see, now they're saying we've added to combat as the body run effects into a level bonus and level rotations and frames. Changing the pattern to set the round. So you just like toggle it over. Unused goggles and chemical patches and weapons that can resist an throw match. Fine, cool, yeah, yummy. Okay. These are all just tools. And I think that we can skip a lot of this because there's going to be basic stuff left. Down, expect to lose perks. At launch, expect the following perk machines. So that's pretty cool. And there's ornaments on my character as well. So that's my name. That's pretty cool. So then machine. Cost access this is like salvage.
Tombstone? I don't know. Oh, he got it.
Payment. Ammo mods grant the affected weapon a percentage chance of dealing a special effect upon a successful projectile impact. Only one ammo mod can be applied to it at a time. Not just the ammo mod access. At launch, expect to access the following each with 6 augments to unlock and choose from: Brainrock, Cryo, Deadwire, and Napalm Burst. In addition, there's Shadow Rift. Bullets deal shadow damage. Each bullet has a chance to spin a black hole and strike normal or special enemies, warping nearby zombies away and tripping some from the air. Ammo mod example, riffing on the Shadow Rift. So you could use drop zombies fall on other zombies, and then you could also use zombies that are dropped from portals will explode. Sounds pretty cool. Rampage,
One hit.
Right, that's just exactly what you'd expect. It's zombies appearing more quickly and moving more quickly for the first 20 rounds. Ground loot. You've got green salvage, armor plates, and tactical lethals support and ammo mods. Okay, nothing crazy. There are other ways to secure ground loot, including, well, just like coffin dances for a baby. Ammo caches are probably the same thing. The cost of the ammo increases, the power of your weapon goes up. There's the tactical raft, where you can fight the sea monster clearly. See him pop out here. Where is he? There he is. Yummy. So, these were designed and constructed by Project Jam scientists. Terminus features boat, delivery portals, allowing for on-demand transportation without missing the main island.
Oh wow. I got it.
It's possible but not advised. The tactical raft is the fastest way to reach the outer islands and the abandoned shipwreck. Trials. Okay. Zetsubo style. Phasing in and out of reality across the map is an odd and intriguing terminal, which intermittently allows you to complete trials of special objective trials. With enough essence, you can activate a short challenge. This can involve a specific zone, dispatching an specific manner, succeed, and a special chest walks into reality, offering up. Okay, so it's just Cold War trials machine. For some reason in my head at the beginning of the video, Cold War trial system. Power-ups, also something that looks pretty familiar, to be honest. Is there anything new? Not really. Elemental damage. We've got frost, fire, electric, toxic, shadow.
Enemies approaching your location.
I guess shadow is
You're on
what
threat.
the shadow with platinum mod and Casimir's. So it's pretty cool that they articulated these sort of elemental types, because those have been a little bit sort of slipped on the radar a little bit, I think, in terms of official communications from Feral over the years. So I think that's good to see. Got ability upgrades. This is so grim. The upgrade to tip the HUD has the colour behind the ammo reserves, along with a small band icons, the tier of projecting. Use increasing amounts of salvage to add potency to your weapon. So we know what walleyes are. Armor levels. Armor talk now, which is pretty interesting. Level 2, 3, and once you visit an armor wall, it ceases to function.
Reanimated hostile.
Armor plates from the ground or crafting them. Yeah, okay, that's to be expected. The mystery box, this is something that works already. It has a random rarity. Rarity increases. Sorry, it indicates how much extra damage you inflict. The higher the round, the greater the chance of a higher rarity weapon. There's also a mystery box. Weapons for first you've already built out in the loadout menu with the upgrade for the rarity upgrade. After a few spins, you've got moves, yeah, okay, standard. Pack a punch, probably pretty standard. You easily reach the machine and automatically upgrade every single button press. Maybe we just slow down the action. Okay, that's a good sign.
One less primary supply for our enemy.
Hit that button to upgrade. Just
Good kill
blast
here.
it.
Yours now.
Times. That's also standard. Then there's rare wonder weapons. This one's called the Beam Smasher. It looks pretty sick here. It's comparable in size and shape to a light machine gun and features a single
Thanks.
barrel
Get us out of here.
charge.
Got what we needed.
Set around the barrel and
That's what this is.
energy created by the weapon. It's reloaded by swapping out the side-mounted DAP canister. This is it in use. Looks pretty fine. Kind of reminds me of the shotgun. Also, the body of it. It's got some power modes, apparently. Some of the organic matter to go down level. This
I knew it was gonna be one pack punch. One pack punch. I knew it.
Zombies, even more armoured. And then we've got vermin. So vermin's new. Large, spider-like ravenous scuttlers with a central thorax that seems to take the form of a screaming human head. There you go, delicious. Relatively weak individually, they become more dangerous in packs and sometimes appear after detaching from a fallen zombie host. In a spray of blood, the head and some internal organs rip free of the skin and sprout legs. Keep your head on a swivel, lest you're dropped on, and vermin sprint and jump to inflict damage with their mouth wide open with a wet growl. They've also been known to spit a caustic substance, but this is the least of your worries. Yeah, they look pretty gnarly. They have the potential to evolve into another form.
Directing to Jackal. We're done here. Bring us home.
Parasites are horrific flying creatures. They process cunning, adventure, a distance, yeah, so crazy. And with about this,
That should be enough. Yeah, I gotta use the bathroom, so I gotta go in and gym mode. You don't care about Jug. We want to see double tap.
And then there's the tentacle. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Well, in this case, oh, that's actually a really cool screenshot. Look at that. Nice. In this case, where there's an alarming, choking, lightning-imbued cloud of toxic smoke, there's a monstrously sized writhing tendril intent on capsizing tentacle rafts. This worm-like crime against nature seems possessed by a proto-intelligence of sorts, spitting out a billowing spray of noxious vapors from its hideous, splayed maw, before quickly retreating beneath the caves. Venture off the main island or into the water at your own risk. There's definitely going to be a way to kill that, for sure. So what's next? Well, it's COD Next. Ironically, next is next. And you can also pre-order and get some bonus stuff. So overall, I would say there's a huge amount of good in here. There's a huge amount of good. They've made some really interesting changes. There's nothing that I saw here that I was like, this is going to completely revolutionize the way that I personally play zombies. But there was still a lot of good in the post, don't get me wrong.
Back to energy, man. I'll be back in a minute till I get more levels. Back in a little bit.
Beginner facing features and stuff like that. The exception to that maybe is the saving feature. I really imagine myself saving. Just start the stream.
Thankfully, bad progression is gone. I went got 88 now for release. That was a bad idea. I do get some hate for that. And then when the game starts to come out, people realize what I was saying. I think a lot more people understood. But if you screenshot this, awesome. I'm not going to go over everything.
I have 27 and 30.
New badges like
Like, okay.
and things of that nature. But there is badges on 2K25. There was, I think the stream was saying badges on 2K24. So, although a lot of these badges are obviously, you know, badges was changed the name of what they were, they're also more defined, which is good. It does more badges, makes it more complicated. Just put them all in one for what they should be. You know? Anyway, yeah, our goal was to make every badge valuable and desirable. With fewer badges, each is more all encompassing, having a legitimate impact on the board. We ensured every area of basketball was complemented with useful badges so that every play style was streamed out. This means there are fewer badges that activate very specific situations. For example, shifty shooting covers all of the off-dribble shooting, and set shot specialist covers all standing shooting. There's also a brand new level of badges, higher than Hall of Fame, called Legend. These badges have the highest attribute requirements of my player, but they see a huge boost on the court. Now, we talked about this when I was going over it in the stream. I really hope that when 2K Labs gets into this game and they start giving us the graphs and exactly how much better Legend is than Hall of Fame, that we do truly see a big jump. Because, for example, like 91 ball handle to 94 ball handle is only 3 points, but that costs more in the builder than like 65 ball handle to 75. You see what I'm saying, for example? So we need to see a big jump in how much better that badge is due to how expensive it is in the builder. Now, 2K Labs broke this down. There's 40 shooting badges in 2K25. Actually, there was 77 in 2K24. Sorry. Also, combined inside of game of badges, there's only 5 shooting badges. Guys, Slippery was an injury category. 5 shooting badges in the entire game. No more green machine and stuff like that. And you guys can see from this picture.
No more green machine.
It's 2 tiers reduced from 4. So we're going to see how all this plays out. What build is the best to go with in terms of height and weight and all that. But I think 2K24, I haven't seen a lot of people complain about the Savage Ja Morant build that gets bronze clamps, but it still has contact dunks. It can still shoot threes. I think they did a pretty good job with that, and I'm pretty sure we'll see more of that in 2K25 because we're seeing that you're able to get more attributes. But also keep in mind that 2K23's the builds were about 100,000 pieces more expensive. Okay, the reason why is because in 2K24 you don't get as much attributes. So we can probably guess that if you get more attributes on your player in 2K25, it's going to cost more money. So just beware of that. The takeovers. This is the one that still has me a little confused. 2K25 introduces the brand new takeover system. They have 72 takeovers and 14 takeover abilities. Each takeover targets different attributes and has 5 levels ranging from level 1 when you're just heating up to level 5 when you're red hot. As you excel on the court, your takeover meter fills up, gradually boosting the targeted attributes as you rise up the 5 levels. This happens automatically, so you don't need to manually activate takeover. But if you make mistakes and produce bad plays on the court, your takeover meter will drop. At level 5, you'll trigger a takeover ability that when used effectively can make you the most dominant player on the court for a short period of time. Initially, you will only have access to levels 1 through 3. You will unlock levels 4 and 5 each by activating the previous level in 30 different games. Takeover level unlocks do carry over between saves. That's important that it does carry over between saves. There's 72 takeovers. Each takeover has attribute requirements and to be able to see which takeovers you have and potential to unlock within the My Player builder, as well as how
Reanimated on-site completed.
attributes change the takeover at any time selecting from any that you meet your attribute requirements for. Now, I personally am not really happy with the fact that you still have to unlock more takeovers. We're going to talk about that in a minute as well. A lot of takeovers, even though they do
I might try to hit one 1,000, no wise.
30 games to unlock them. I'm already purchasing the game.
But I am gonna like take another break to get my dog out, then we good to go. For the rest of the stream. I gotta take another break to take 2 dogs out, then we good to for the rest of the stream. So I might hit one 1,000.
You guys will see in a minute what we have as well, but you see, a personal favorite of visual concepts is the BBQ Chicken Takeover. Hoop heads know that BBQ Chicken Barbecue means you're about to cook your defender and serve up a highlight. As your takeover meter rises, your post-game becomes stronger. The takeover ability comes with teacher. That perform on the range to get 5 levels and a deep post back, which temporarily and greatly enhances all things post. Back down, post moves, and post shots. So, default, you can Glass Gunner, Horse, Lost, Park. Pages there as well. But it's interesting. I do see where they're going with how this is a breakdown. You're not getting limitless range. You're able to get everything out of that. It's not breaking it up. The problem I don't know how you guys feel about that. There are now 5 physical attributes in my player ability.
I'm only doing this for kills. So I knew I was not gonna complete it.
I like that you're able to go, like, basically what it's saying is, if you get gold limit, Like, it could have been. It was right there. Right there.
See, this is why we do team contracts. Tombstone.
Grade A student, which I'm pretty sure was in 2K24, is just, you know, you get a reward for having an A plus, all that type of stuff. Winner's Circle, which they spelled circle, rolling. I'm seeing, wait, is that?
Oh, you died too.
It's just their text. It's really weird. As you compete in different game types, you'll experience different versions of a performance multiplier based on the format. So yeah, they're C or O. Anyway, this one is also badge elevators. New in 2K25, badge elevators can permanently boost an individual badge of your choice up to 3 levels within its max potential. For example, if your badge is currently at bronze, but has a max potential of legend, it can immediately be boosted up to 3 levels from bronze to silver to gold to Hall of Fame. These will be available to unlock throughout the year from season level rewards. Badge elevators will be earned in seasons 1 through 4, can boost your badges up to 2 levels. And those earned in 5 through 8 can boost your badge up to 3 levels. Okay?
4 to 7 1.
That is actually going to be important. Once again, they're trying to make all the season stuff go in there and buy it, but also don't buy it. It signifies you to play the game. Which is a bad idea. That's definitely a bad idea. That's their job, is to try and keep you on the game, just like YouTube's job is to try and keep you on the app as long as possible. So I think it's a good idea. Community build. First introduced in 2K24, community build spotlight creation. I'm not going to read all this, actually. Basically, when you go into make a community build and stuff like that, you're able to equip and see the animations. You can actually use, like, what your player is going to do at max out, at 99 overall. So if your player at 99, so this year you, like, go to test builder and you can pick everything. Figure out exactly how your player is going to move and feel and all that stuff and duck tactics while you're testing out your build. Alright? I'm not going to be in there. You guys know. I mean, I might be. I guess there is some sort of chance, but you guys know that everyone that has the community builds is like has a logo and they're with 2K and stuff like that. So yeah, doubt you're going to see me in there, but it's whatever. I'm not going to sit here complaining about it. Now, also, so hyped you can earn season XP for all the hyped movies. Intel suggests there's another load of everyone that helps your AI against others to be able to earn all the rewards employee at 2K. So, I do hope that reputation is simply you have to earn it online. I think it's a good idea for people that play my career or you're so tired of going back to a wreck or something. You don't want to hit level 40. You don't want to have to play with bad mistakes. You can pick up those levels by playing my career. I think that's a good idea. And I don't think that harms anybody as long as it's not tied to the reputation rewards. Now, once you've built your challenging you to surpass Michael Jordan's Chicago Bulls, the high-powered Golden State Warriors, now, I'm not a My Career player, but if you heard me say in the stream, if I was a My Career player, which I probably won't be doing any of this year, I think these are very awesome My Career players. At the start of your My Career, you can develop or experience My Player's backstory by playing through a flashback story called Dynasty, where you'll revive the 4 most pivotal games from your path to the NBA. These include a Club League Showcase game, your high school championship, the FIBA 19 World Cup, and Open Run players, where one of those players isn't too happy. Completing these unlocks the My Player Accelerator, which increases your My Player by 5% to help you unlock your upgrades. So actually, you might have to skip this backstory to complete it later in the career. So actually, you gotta do that. That's most likely make up in time for doing it. But yeah, like I said, if I was a My Career player, this is probably this one right here, shot is the go-to system to track your ascent through the ranks of NBA legends. And I'm just glad that it seems like My Career has a story this year. We've got the dynasty component on top of that, focusing less on your individual accomplishments and more on how far you can take your team. We've ranked the 9 greatest dynasties in NBA history. As you take playoff runs and championships, you'll see your team climb the dynasty rankings of dethroning Michael Jordan. This year's My Player is high, so you'll have to earn your way to your spot. The better the player the harder it will be to take his spot.
Don't pick that up yet.
So similar to not just let's say
Go after it.
we're already on K24, but if you're a small forward on the Lakers, you're not gonna start, you know. They might get you in a different position or things like that. So you're gonna have to fight for that spot, basically. And they also improved the key games, where key games are back. We're really excited about this year. You've got a ton of control in each halves, and each half will set personal goals. Electronic outfit. Matchup. So that you have an overall rating. You got them in the NBA Cup, focus on winning road games, prove you're one of the top rookies in the class, and much more. We've even got to set up key games that revolves around posterizing guys. How high overall rating is, there's content for all kinds of play styles and scenarios. So I would say that from the outside, we don't have the game yet. Lots of My Career players are probably very happy with what's going on, but of course, I think most of you guys want me to talk about my opinions from all the builder and badges and stuff that we've seen. Of course, we don't have the gameplay. Like I said, I don't want to overhype it, and basically, what I can say from everything I've seen here is potential. And we've had that in a lot of years. I mean, 2K is good at this news cycle thing, right? They're very good at what they do, obviously. So potential is the word that I'm going to use, because we finally have the cap breakers, which is very important. You know, we're going to be able to unlock any badges that you weren't normally able to throughout playing the game, which incentivizes you to play the game. You're able to move the badges up a tier, which I think is a
Okay, about 332.
I do wish that it was able to stay. I wish it didn't reset, and then by the year you have this like crazy build. But that's just how it is. I don't like that you have to grind for stamina. It's pointless. It's just another way for 2K to make money by having the Gatorade facility there, which I'm sure Gatorade pays 2K to have in the game for the Gatorade facility. So 2K can say, hey, not only are we going to have it in the game, but we're forcing people to go. People are going to see that advertisement. Pay some money. I think that's how it goes. That could be very wrong. That could be very wrong. I don't care. You guys know about not have superstar builds, because I got guys that you listen in previous videos. That My Player, there's role players this year. If you put all your attributes,
No, we're close to 300, I bet.
it says you're like an 85 overall as an NBA player. So your 99 becomes an 85. That's what people are saying. Like, I'm a role player. I'm saying I'm a role player. And that's a good thing. take one build. However, it's simply not true to say that overall is an 85 NBA player. Now, what I mean by that is NBA players do like this. I mean, those guys you guys have looked at Play Now Online. I played Play Now Online since I started playing 2K. Right? I played 2K for a very, very long time, since like 2K8, playing with my friends, going up with dad, stuff like that. I'm very experienced in the play now area. I know how players play, and an 85 overall NBA player is not an 85 overall player.
Monitoring while it
That
works.
you can customize your build exactly how you want it, to have exactly what badge you want, or not have all everything. Jump shot.
I knew it was close. Okay. Let's kill mini bosses.
I think that there's a lot of people that say, oh, we're not buying 2K, that are buying 2K. I don't know why. It's said so much by so many people that are actually going to still buy 2K. Yes, there's going to be people that don't buy it. But I think a lot of those guys are lying. I think that as soon as they start seeing these trailers and like the builder today, I've already seen people like, oh, I wasn't going to get it, but now I'm hyped up, man. Now I'm excited. Just be honest with yourself is all I'm saying. If you're actually not buying it, good for you. But don't be lying. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, guys, click this. There's a lot more 2K25 news that you probably haven't seen. I mean, a lot, okay? It's a lot of news that's been coming out lately. You might be missing out. Well, actually, you are if you didn't see it, because you're going to be really confused when the game comes out if you haven't seen these. And I'm out of here. Click it. Tap it. If you want to go to this next video, I'm out. Peace.
Is a rare opportunity. When such an event occurs, it's essential to take notice. Similar to recent solar eclipses and the mesmerizing aurora borealis, another spectacular celestial event is on the horizon that you'll want to witness as soon as possible. A star that hasn't been seen with the naked eye since the 1940s will appear for a fleeting moment in our night sky this year. This extraordinary celestial event is centered on a star system located 3,000 light years away, known as the Corona Borealis, or TCRB, often referred to as the Blaze Star. As we anticipate this spectacular phenomenon, we are reminded of the vastness of our universe and the extraordinary events that occur within it, events that offer us glimpses into the magnificence of creation. Corona Borealis is a unique binary star system situated in the constellation of Corona Borealis, the northern crown. This constellation, a semicircular arc of stars, has been a point of interest for astronomers for centuries. TCRB itself consists of two stars, a red giant and a white dwarf. The red giant is gradually being stripped of its hydrogen by the gravitational pull of its smaller but incredibly white dwarf. Over time, this stolen hydrogen accumulates on the surface of the white dwarf,
Oh, yeah, that's messed up.
provides astronomers with the opportunity to trace into the life cycles of stars. The Blaze star has a history of such outbursts, recorded events in 1270, 1787, 1887, and 1900, in the night sky lately. The anticipation for this year's nova stems from certain patterns and behaviors within the sphere system. 2016, astronomers have noticed increased activity indicative of an impending nova. This heightened activity is characterized by the accumulation of hydrogen on the white dwarf, an eruption dip in brightness, a precursor to supernova. Given the distance of approximately 3,000 light years, the light we will see actually left the star system around 3,000 years ago, making this not just an astronomical event, but a historical one.
I'm not one to always across the map just for more stuff to kill. I'm not one to always across the map just for more manglers to kill. I'm good. I'm good with 2 out of time.
Appearing as a bright new star in the constellation Corona Borealis. This event reminds us of other spectacular celestial phenomena, such as solar eclipses or the Aurora Borealis, which capture the imagination and awe of people worldwide this year. The exact timing of the nova remains uncertain, though astronomers are confident it will occur between now and the end of 2024, with a high probability by September. The fact that this was years ago, and we are only witnessing it, now speaks to the vastness of space and time, and the intricate beauty of the universe's design. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 8 reminds us, "But do not overlook this one fact, beloved, that with the Lord, one day, this verse highlights the time nature of God, who exists beyond our human understanding of time. What seems like an eternity to us is but a moment. The nova we are about to witness is a powerful reminder of God's omnipotence.
He's down.
Far beyond human understanding.
Oh, there's a tank punch back.
Deuteronomy chapter 29, verse 20. The secret things belong to the Lord our God, but those things which are revealed belong unto us and to our children forever, that we may do all the words of this law. Isaiah chapter 55, verse 8. My thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways. My thoughts are your thoughts. It is important, it is imperative that we understand these verses. God's understanding of man is not comprehension. God is not a glorified being. He is not slightly above us. He is far beyond our wildest thoughts, far beyond our human comprehension. Our minds.
Never clean your gutters again with leaf guards.
Their quest for understanding are like unable to fathom its depths. Our human minds struggle to comprehend the earth. On earth, we can fully comprehend the being who has existed in eternity past. And this is one question I want to ask the Lord in heaven. God, what did you do in eternity past? Before there was a single angel, God was there. Before there was a creation, before the heavens and the earth, before the stars, the moon, and all the other planets, God was there. God is far, far, far above us. God does not need a place. He does not need a planet. He does not need oxygen to breathe. He does not need creation, yet he has existed from everlasting to everlasting, from age to age. You need a place. You need a planet to live on. You need oxygen to breathe. You need creation to live. For my ways are not your ways, saith the Lord. But by the grace of God, if you have received the free gift of salvation, and your sins have been forgiven, a day will come. A day will come where you breathe your last breath on this earth, and God will give you a new body. Glorious one, glorious height, where he is, in his very presence, where you will be able to see him in all of his glory, in all of his majesty. Right now, in the body you have, made from dirt, if you were to see God in all of his glory, your spirit will see your body fasted. The Bible tells us no man has seen God and lived. body cannot stand such glory. This human body, with all of its sin and corruption, cannot stand the sight of such holiness, purity, and glory. But one day, by the grace of God, you will take your last breath on this earth, and God will lift you into his presence, where you will be able to see him, and you will no longer need this world to live. You will no longer need air. You will be able to see Allah. Now, one of the greatest mistakes which Christians and human beings make is to believe that God is a man. It is true that the Bible speaks of the mind of God, but that is just to illustrate to our human minds that God is intelligent himself. It is true, of course, that the Bible speaks about the hands of God, but that is just a way to get into our minds that he is power. It is true that the Bible does speak about his hands, but that is just the Bible's way to convey to our simple minds that God hears. It is true that the Bible speaks about the eyes of the Lord, but that is just for the Bible to illustrate to us that God sees everything, everywhere, all at once. It is indeed true that the Bible speaks of the mouth of the Lord, but that is just to illustrate to our simple minds that God speaks. Because the Bible uses these words to convey the fact that God sees all, hears all, and is powerful, people make the mistake of viewing God as a man. No, the Bible reveals to us clearly that God is a spirit. He is a real spirit. A spirit that you can come to know. A spirit you can come to love and come to. God is not an it. He is not a thing. He is a personal spirit. He is someone, not in the sense of being a man. No, he is a someone in the sense that wicked sinners that deserve hell, can come to know him and call him Abba Father. Wicked sinners can come to know him and have their sins forgiven. Oh, what a wonderful thing it is to have your sins forgiven and to be filled with the Holy Spirit. It is an amazing thing for God to enter your life, for his Spirit to reside in you. You are a new creature.
Do you have this?
You are no longer seeking the things of the flesh. You are no longer
we
seeking
do,
the things of this world. You are consumed with him. You are consumed with knowing him. The Apostle Paul said, that I might know him. And that is the true desire of all the saints in God, to know him. We can know God. We see this in the Bible. We see instances in the Bible where people became his friends, and he became their friends. And no man quite knew God like Moses. Moses had a relationship with God that very few people have ever reached. Psalm chapter 103 verse 7.
You got this.
He made known his ways unto Moses, his acts unto the children of Israel. And no man quite knew God like Moses. Moses had a relationship with God that very few people have ever reached. Indeed, the essence of our understanding of God hinges on the realization
that makes sense, because you don't do anything to evidence.
The Bible, in its poetic and profound wisdom, uses human attributes to describe the divine, but this is merely a linguistic bridge to help us cross over into the realm of the spiritual. This anthropomorphic language is not a literal depiction of God's nature, but a tool to aid our finite minds in grasping the infinite. Consider the vastness of the universe, the complexity of creation, the intricacies of life. All these are but mere reflections of his grandeur. God's ways, as mentioned in Isaiah chapter 55, verses 8 to 9, are not just different from ours. They are on a completely different scale. They are as high above our ways as the heavens are above the earth. This is not a mere difference in degree, but in kind. When we talk about God's intelligence, his power, his vision, and his hearing, we are speaking in terms that are familiar to us. But in reality, God's intelligence is not like human intelligence. It's not bound by the limits of time, space, or matter. His power is not merely physical strength, but the very force that sustains existence. His vision and hearing are not sensory functions, but symbolize his omniscience, an all-encompassing awareness that penetrates the deepest secrets and the most hidden truths. The portrayal of God as a man is a limitation imposed by human language and imagination. God is spirit, as clearly stated in the scriptures. This spirit is not an impersonal force. He is personal, relational, and intimate. He is a spirit who desires a relationship.
Let's see if we can switch the mode player when we get back from putting our dog out.
Cares, a spirit who reaches out to humanity in various ways throughout history. Human pride often drives us to try and confine God within the limits of our understanding. We strive to comprehend him using our finite minds, believing that if we can explain him, we can control our knowledge of him. This tendency to box God in reflects our need for certainty and control. Yet the very nature of God defies such limitations. He exists outside the bounds of time, space, and human comprehension, operating on a level that is infinitely beyond our grasp. When we attempt to reduce God to human terms, we not only diminish his greatness, but also miss out on the profound awe and reverence that his true nature inspires. This inclination to limit God stems from our inherent desire to make the unknown manageable. But in doing so, we forget that God's ways and thoughts are far higher than ours. As Isaiah chapter 55 verses 8 to 9 states, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the
Okay,
Lord.
that we can lose that when we get back.
So
Okay.
are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts."
I should be back in like an hour
Facing the mystery of
at
God
the
is
most.
essential for a deeper,
So I'm getting off the stream.
It requires humility and the acknowledgement that we are not the center of the universe. God is. The impending nova of T Coronii Borealis, a star system located 3,000 light years away, provides a striking reminder of God's vastness and our small